wake up grateful every day, covered in favor, doused in grace. Only good vibes rolling through my way. Thankful that the Lord woke me up today. Got a loving family and solid friends. Ones that'll ride for me till the end.
Well. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 369. So much more than travel. I am your hostess. You know me, always doing the mostest, Tanya Evans, and I am super duper excited for tonight because I got a guest. So if you are streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube, or Instagram, I see we are streaming on all of the social media platforms. So go ahead, click like and click share. And if you are streaming on YouTube, go ahead, click like, share, and subscribe, because if you are hearing what's coming out of my mouth, something good is going to happen for you. It is Friday, and I know I used to call it Freedom Fridays, but because of this awesome, amazing guest that I have tonight, I changed it up. I changed it to Fearless Fridays. So if you are just tuning in to 369, so much more than travel, I want to welcome you to Fearless Fridays. We're here. We do not fear anything. So if you are just chiming in, thank you so much for that. And what I've learned up today, what I've learned throughout life, is fear is the false evidence appearing real, or forget everything and run. So listen, if you are just tuning in, don't believe in what you see. Just know what you get. So the topic of discussion today is life don't make mistakes. People do. Life don't make mistakes. People do. And let me tell you, my guest on tonight, we're is a co-author of Going Places. And if you haven't already done so, I'm going to put it up on the screen. You want to text that word Going Places, the number 2, make it all one word, no spaces or anything like that, and you're going to text it to 830-465-3990. Which is going to happen is you're going to receive a link, and what I need you to do is register yourself so that you can get some important updates of our pre-launch of our Going Places. And I'm telling you, as I've been reading season 2, let me tell you, it is some fire testimonies in this book. So I want y'all to be like, I need y'all to go ahead and text Going Places, the number 2, to 830-465-3990. It's going to ask you what author referred you or showed you this, and you can say Tanya Evans, because that's my name. Let me take this off the screen. That's my name. Don't worry about Tanya Evans. So I want you to, it's so important, because you're going to receive a link. Once you text the word Going Places, no spaces, you're going to receive a link. You must complete the information when you click on that link. You need to register, so that way you'll be entered into a drawing. Also, you'll be updated on important updates of the pre-launch, which will be November 1st and 2nd, because I want y'all to get in position now. That way you'll be entered to a drawing for some free Going Places gear and be entered into the drawing. Hey, Chandrella Wilson, thank you so much for chiming in. That's one of the authors from Going Places season 2. And listen, if you have not done so already, you want to get your Going Places book number 1, because this was amazing. Some guests and some of the authors coming on to talk about Going Places number 1. But without a Going Places number 1, it couldn't be a Going Places number 2. And I'm not going to be before you long. Why? We got this presentation, this travel presentation coming up at 7 o'clock. Get the information. You put it up on the screen. 7 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock East, 6 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock the Zoom ID, but you want to DM me personally call me, get in touch with me so I can get you that private Zoom password, because this is a private club only. This is only, but I met this that's getting ready to come our guest for tonight. She met her in this club, right? And she is more than just a business partner. I remember we spent some time in Montego Bay together. We did a yacht experience in Montego Bay, but just recently we just got back from Dubai, and we actually booked our flight because we had a layover in Saudi Arabia. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. That's never been on my life list. And it seems like every time I go somewhere, I get harassed by the police or something like that. So I didn't want to fly by myself, and we had some layovers. But this woman, a guy, actually said, listen, we're going to book our flight together. We can ride in together, things of that nature. And we just had time, but I was after. And she is chapter 6 of Going Places season 2. And the name of her chapter is, let me put it up on the screen, because I'm talking about, I've been reading this book, and it's more than a book, it's a mandate. And it's surprising. She's a grandma's girl like myself. So I didn't even know until after reading her chapter that we had so much in common. But it is her chapter is so powerful that, I mean, it's chapter 6 of Going Places. See, let me put it up on the screen. What it say? Her chapter say, a private word with the pilot when God deals with you. I'm going to read a little teaser from her chapter before I bring her on the screen. But man, listen, she is hilarious. I mean, she is an elder in the church, but she is so down to earth. I have adopted her daughter. We actually did 2 world tours back to back. We were at the women's conference, and that was at a world tour in South Carolina. So I was frolicking on the beaches of South Carolina. Then we turned right around and went to Dubai for 7 days. Breakfast was included for 2 people. I paid $194 for the whole entire 7 days. And then we was like, hey, we should fly together and ride in together and all that, because what we have, the tools that we have in our possession, you just can't lose. And if you want to hear about those tools, listen, we got a Zoom coming up at the top of the hour. That is the Zoom ID. It's gonna come up on the screen when it feel like it. But that's the Zoom ID, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 4 Pacific. But had it not been for this travel club that I'm a part of, had it not been for this opportunity, I wouldn't have met this awesome woman of God. So I'm going to read a little bit out of her chapter, which is chapter 6, a private word with the pilot when God deals with you. And it was so, her word was so powerful that I couldn't really grasp which part I wanted to read to you guys, but I'm going to start reading because I marked off so many places, and I'm going to just start reading. So sometimes we can see how all the decisions we make on who, what, where, how, and what we like and don't like, the fears we have or don't have, can be directly connected to the people who are in close proximity with. Like a common code, some of the very thoughts in our heads are contagious. And truth be told, not all are even ours. That right there had me. That one right there had me. We got them from other people. I'm just gonna read the other part, and then I'm gonna stop and bring her on. People and family around us always shape who and what you will become at an early age. Their perceptions, likes, and dislikes become your likes and dislikes. My first dislike was cats, mostly because my mother never liked cats at all. Her words were, I hate cats. I don't like cats, y'all. I just don't like cats. She described them as being sneaky and not being able to be trusted, especially if there was a baby in the house. She even had a story about cats from babies. Listen, I actually probably heard that story. Listen, if you're just tuning in, we are getting ready to speak with the co-author of Going Places, season number 2. And without further ado, I am going to bring on the camera Elder Apryl Johnson. If you're just tuning in, we are getting ready to speak with the co-author of Going Places, season number 2. And without further ado, so you must be playing the feed on something else. So you probably want to mute that because I can hear some feedback. We are getting ready to speak with the co-author of Going Places,
fam.
season number 2.
Hey,
and without further ado, so you must be playing the feed on something else. So you probably want to mute that because I can hear some feedback. Yes, it's still going. I can still hear it.
Okay, is that better? We got a problem. If you can
Hey,
hear
good
me,
evening,
I
Brenda.
can't hear you,
In.
so I have you on my phone live
Okay.
so I can hear.
Okay.
So I can hear what you're talking about because the streaming on my iPad is not working.
Okay, so I can hear you.
So
look. Guess what? The enemy is busy. He is definitely messing. But guess what? We're gonna get this word out anyway.
So, hey fam,
so thank you so much
Facebook Live,
for
Instagram,
coming on
and
to
YouTube.
the show tonight.
Yes.
So guess what? The enemy is busy. He is definitely yes. I hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Look, let me tell you about this internet and this enemy. He
It's a delay.
Me have her
I can hear you. It's a delay. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come off off my iPad.
Hear me, Apryl? Okay, so delay. I want to get done because we do have presentation at 7 o'clock Central, and I don't want to prolong the time for that. So I am going to ask you the question, and then you come back and tell me your response. Oh, we done lost her altogether. So this 369 so much more than travel. And y'all know, as y'all been seeing previous shows, that's how the enemy be working. He don't want me to get this presentation out, but guess what? I got to do what I got to do anyway. The show must go on, and until she get back on here, guess what? We got this presentation coming on. It's Friday, so it's Fridays at 6 o'clock Central. As soon as it come back on the screen, I see her come back on. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and 4 Pacific. We have our Zoom talking about the travel club. This is how I met this woman of God that you get ready to hear from. Look, we got plenty of time, so it don't matter what technology do. It matters what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna get this message out. So we got our presentation coming on at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 4 Pacific. That is the Zoom ID. For that, you're going to have to DM me personally to get the private ID. So let me bring her back on. I see she's back in place.
Can you hear me now?
No, honey, don't get they're not going to be discouraged. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
What the internet going to do. And I can see you. You look so beautiful on YouTube. I can see you real good too because I'm looking on my other devices. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, you can hear me because you just made that. Oh, I love you, girl. So listen, the first question I want to ask you was, with so many voices contributing to places, how did your personal journey shape the collective message of the book?
So you have to decipher who you're hearing. where it's coming from. We all have two voices. Well, actually, we have three. We got ours, God's, and the enemy's. So we have to decipher which voice is talking to us. And that comes from knowing which voice is speaking to you. Because sometimes we can confuse them because they all sound the same. So because they all sound the same, you got to know your word so that you know where it's coming from. Sometimes yourself can deceive you, but if you know the word, then you know which one is coming from God.
That's good. That's good. So my second question, to go into the second question, the title, Going Places. It suggests movement, growth, and transformation. But what does going places mean to you personally?
It means several things. One, really going places, to travel the world. It's always been part of what I wanted to do, to see God's creation, visit some of the beautiful places. There's a lot of people who don't like to travel, so they're limited in view. When you expand your view and go places, then you have a more broader, interest, a broader. I'm looking for the word.
Okay. So
yeah, broader interest in what's going on in the world.
Okay. So name some of the places. So name some of the places that you have visited because of this platform, and name some of the, how much, some of the perks, and how much it cost you.
Okay, so Montego Bay, I shared with one of my partners. I paid $259 to go to Montego Bay, all inclusive. All the meals were inclusive. All the drinks were inclusive. They had plenty of activities in Montego Bay. And then we did our excursion. So Montego Bay was one of them. We did Hilton Head, South Carolina for the women's retreat. We did that, which was amazing with all those women. And then we did Dubai.
Yeah.
And I also did a getaway to Florida with my grandson for his 14th birthday. So, and all the perks that go with that, breakfast included, a beautiful hotel, all of that.
So I've been watching the second season of House of David is out, and I've been watching that. And the topic of discussion today is life makes mistakes. Life don't make mistakes, but people do.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that David made a lot of mistakes. And if we talking about, right now times, I've made a lot of mistakes. Now, I was just talking about earlier how we went to Dubai this second time around, and we had a layover in Saudi Arabia. Right. Now, had I been by myself, I would have been, who knows? But let's talk about a little bit of your experience, because I want to show a video real quick about what going places is all about. But I want you to talk about your experience, because that was your first time to Dubai, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. That was my first time to Dubai.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about. Okay, hey, Chance Dashover, thanks for chiming in on Instagram. I see you, Stan B3. Thanks for chiming in on Instagram. Tell us a little bit about your experience when we went to Dubai.
Dubai was very interesting. First, I stopped in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was interesting by itself. So I can say that I've been to Saudi Arabia, even though I didn't leave the airport. It's very interesting, the culture. Dubai is also beautiful. It's a beautiful place. In terms of the aesthetics, the city, and actually the people, the beautiful hotels that they have, and just the great time that we have as partners in Dubai. Because even though you may travel by yourself, you're not by yourself when you get to the destination. There are always people from Trevorium there. So, and we're one big happy family.
Oh, yes. So I was trying to find a video for the going places, but I guess I took it off. So so if you're just chiming on 369, so much more than travel. Like I said, at the top of the hour, we're going to have a travel Zoom, the same travel Zoom information that you're going to hear that you need to get in so you can get acquainted with me and this woman of God, Elder Apryl Johnson. She is chapter 6 of going. Let me ask you a question, and then we're going to move forward. So, what was the most rewarding and the most challenging part of writing as a part of a team of authors?
So if I heard you right, the most challenging with a team of authors was probably getting started to write. Trying to pinpoint exactly what you wanted to say to the people that would be encouraging to them, because you just don't want to write and just say anything.
Versus writing it by yourself.
Right. That becomes, it was good because it's a collaborative effort. Each chapter really ties into each one. Each author ties in. Everything that they wrote ties into the next chapter of the co-author.
So, was it any challenges for you?
Getting started writing it. It took me a minute to get, you have all these thoughts in your head.
So we talked about the challenges. Right. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. So you didn't have no challenges. You just had it for you. That's how it was for me. Because once I start, once I get the flowing, I just flow. So the last question before we get close out, I'm going to ask you, what do you hope that the readers will take away from going places? And how do you envision it inspiring them in their own journey?
Well, I hope the people who read Going Places, one, are encouraged to do things, do them afraid. We hold ourselves back. The other thing that I hope is that, as Pastor Mel would say, catch a clue. Number 3, don't miss it. Opportunities come to us and we let them pass us by. And I'm glad that I didn't let Trevorian pass me by, because now I'm able to do the things that I want to do, which is travel the world and meet people, meet like-minded people, meet people from other countries, that don't even speak English, but they just love you, because we're a part of Trevorium. And I hope it inspires people to go and do, and don't be afraid.
And like we said before, fear, what we say about fear, it's the false evidence appearing real. So what you think it is not. Let me put that on the screen. Or as Tammy Conrad would say, forget everything and run. But fear is the false evidence appearing real. And the best thing to tell you, and I want to end it with this. Let me put this up on the screen. Life don't make mistakes, people do. And it will definitely be a mistake if you let this opportunity that has been placed in front of you pass you by. That's the Zoom ID. I'm going to put it on the screen once again. At the top of the hour, not too far behind, We're going to have a travel presentation at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Pacific time. That is the Zoom ID, but you're going to have to reach out and touch somebody's hand so we can make this world a better place. And the comments to see who out there. Hey, Pastor Mel. Pastor Mel's chiming in. That's the visionary season 1 and 2, but we talking about season 2. Let me put it on. Let me look at this. This is a beautiful thing right here, and we have some beautiful office. Yeah, it was a delay. You know you know how the internet be, Pastor Mel. You know it be a delay sometimes, but you know what? Because guess what? What y'all need to do is text the word going places number 2, no places in between or anything, just make it all words. Text that number 465-3990. You're gonna receive a link to so you can register, be entered into a drawing and get some free going places gear and stuff of that nature. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out this opportunity. In the next 30 minutes tops, I want y'all to get on this Zoom, inbox me, call me, so I can give you the private password. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Pacific. That's the Zoom ID right there. You're going to have to inbox me to get the password. I see I got some phone calls coming, so I guess I'm going to be giving out some passwords so they can come on, because we got the keys to an easier future. I can't say that it's going to be a better future, but it's going to be a lot easier because you're going to save a whole lot of money. And you want to do so. I'm going to end this as saying this. In order to make a change, I want to, first of all, thank you, Elder Apryl Johnson, for coming on, being my guest. It's not our fault that the internet be acting crazy, but I'm telling you, you need to get your copy of Going Places season 2, because I'm telling you, I like the first season 1, this season 1, but season 2 it just gets gooder and gooder and gooder. So get on the Zoom in the next 30 minutes. We'll see you at the beaches or the banks. We trying to get you to both, but I got a little footage from when I be karaokeing all over the world, because you could do this in the club, and this is what work looks like for me. But in order to be the change, you have to make the change. So thank you so much, Apryl Johnson, for coming on tonight. Woo, 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 woo. And we're gonna do the season finale and try to get all the authors on at one time after we do these interviews. But listen, life don't make mistakes. People do, and don't let it be your mistake that you got passed up on this opportunity. So thank you so much for chiming in at 369 So Much More Than Travel. I am Tanya Evans, and we'll see you at the beaches or the banks. But hey, what I have in my possession can get you to both. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. I love you for this.
They follow each other on the weekend, no, because they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know. Stand there. Say something. Ooh, I'm hoping to change the way. Ooh. If you wanna make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. me, pretending that they matter. No, a little evening, somebody broke it in a washed out tree. The lemon trust everything.
The lemon.
See.